Hello and welcome to another episode of American English. I am Arshad. Today I am talking about English Proverbs. I have already covered 25 Proverbs in the previous video. If you didn't see it, I request you to please go and have a check with the previous video of mine in which I have covered 25 most useful English Proverbs. Again, today in this video I'm gonna cover 25 most useful English Proverbs. And first of all, we try to understand what Proverbs are. Proverbs are short, clever sentences that usually offer life advice. From time to time, I'm asked about good Proverbs for students to learn, and I'm always happy to teach this topic because it's a fun way for students to expand their vocabulary. Proverbs are also used to compel a person to think deeply about the actions. They are extensively used because of their universality, where everyone can relate to it very well. Alright? Now, here are 25 Proverbs in English with meanings and explanations to help you add some variety to your speaking. So let's start. So today's first proverb is, you made your bed, now you have to lie in it. So let me repeat it once again. You made your bed, now you have to lie in it. Well, no one likes sleeping in a poorly made bed. What does this proverb mean? This proverb means you must live with the results of your actions, so make good choices. Alright? So no one likes sleeping in a poorly made bed. If you make your bed with the sheets all tangled and blankets facing the wrong way, you can't switch with someone else. So you have to sleep in that bed. This proverb uses bed making to describe any bad situation in which you may find yourself. You can't trade places with anyone else. You must live with the result of your actions, so make good choices. You made your bed, now you have to lie in it. Alright, now let us move to the second proverb. Actions speak louder than words. Well, I think you might have heard of it a lot. Actually your actions are more important than what you say. This is what it means. Now, in order to tell you in details what does this proverb actually mean, the Greek philosopher Plato once said that action is character. People are not defined by what they say, because a lot of talk does not mean anything. People are judged by the things they do. Your actions are more important than what you say. So actions speak louder than words. Now the third proverb, it takes two to tango. You must be wondering, what does tango mean? Well, it's a Spanish word, a Spanish dance with two people. Okay, so tango means a Spanish dance with two people. So let's try to find out what it is actually telling. But before that, let me tell you the meaning of this. Two people are responsible for some situations, so you can't just blame one person. So what it means is there will be always two people responsible for some situations. So you can't blame just one person. This proverb is often said during a fight in which one person is putting a blame on the other person. Okay, all of the blame on the other person. So when both people were actually responsible, just as one person can't tango, that is, one person can't do the Spanish dance because the Spanish dance required two people. Tango requires two people to dance. So that is what it means. So two people are responsible for some situations. So you can't just blame one person. It takes two to tango. That is what it means. Now let us look at the fourth one. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Well, this proverb is all about not to have more expectations. Simply, you cannot rely on expectations and just keep on dreaming. Like simply, you are just simply expecting too much. Is what it means. So this proverb warns against being too eager. Just because you have 5 eggs does not mean you will have 5 chickens. All right. So it is not a good idea to make plans based on expectations. What you think will happen, or just simply expecting things, and based on that you are not going to have plans. So wait for all things to come true before building up your dreams. All right. So, or worse, your promises. Things may not happen like you thought they would, and that could get you in trouble. So don't count your chickens before they hatch. Now the fifth proverb, it's no use crying over spilled milk. Well, this proverb is telling you don't waste time worrying about little things that cannot be changed. Okay? Clean up the mess and go buy some more milk. Well, milk is easy to get, right? You may get in trouble for spilling the milk. You shouldn't cry because it isn't a big deal. Also, crying won't solve anything, okay? So this proverb advises you to stay calm during such small problems. Don't waste time worrying about little things that cannot be changed. So clean up the mess and go buy some more milk. Alright? So it's no use crying over spilled milk. Now let us look at the sixth proverb. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Well, this proverb is telling you to be careful if you put all your boots in one bag or all your money in one stock. You are taking a big risk. It is smarter to spread your wealth around. That way, if one basket should break, you are not left with nothing. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. Right? Now let's look at the seventh one. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. People in glass houses means anyone who is sensitive about their failures. People like this should not insult others. That is, should not throw stones, because most likely the other person will turn around and insult you back. All right, and like glass, which is easy to break, your self-esteem, what you think of yourself, will easily break into pieces. So people in glass houses should not throw stones. Now let us look at the seventh proverb. A rolling stone gathers no moss. Well, this proverb is actually telling you to stay a long time in the place or in the job that you're doing. All right, so only a stone that is in the same place for a long time will have moss growing on it. A stone on the move will remain bare. The same is true with people. If you remain in one place for a long time, the signs of life, friends, family, objects, and your local reputation, or what people think of you, all right? Like the local reputation that you have is nothing but what people think of you, will grow on you, but not if you always move from one place to another. Alright, so a rolling stone gather no mouse. Next, the ninth one is first things first. This proverb advises you to do things in the right order, like prioritizing things. Do not skip forward the more difficult or less enjoyable tasks in order to get to the easier, more fun ones. For example, if you have an exam to study for the same night, your friend is having a party, study for the exam first. If your friend is having a party and at the same night you have your exam to study, the party would be more fun. Yes, of course it is, but the exam is more important, so it should be done first. So that is what it is. So first things first. Now let us look at the 10th one. Still waters run deep. Still waters run deep. Still waters run deep describes people who are quiet and calm. These people often have deep, interesting personalities. So even if someone doesn't talk a lot, they could still be very thoughtful. Alright, the proverb uses water to describe people here. When the surface of a body of water is rough and fast, it usually means that it is shallow, that is not deep, and has rocks close to the surface, like in a river or stream. But water that is calm and still is often very deep, like in a lake. So still waters run deep. The people who are very calm and quiet are very thoughtful. Now let us look at the 11th one. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, this phrase is used when someone is trying to change or improve a way of doing something that works perfectly well. Why change something that works? Okay, when a person is doing perfectly well, there is no point in changing that person. Alright, change something that works, right? So you could ruin everything. This proverb goes nicely with the proverb, leave well enough alone. So now here, ain't. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Ain't is not correct English. Well, it's an informal way of saying isn't or is not. This style of speaking is popular in the southern states of United States and in farming regions. Alright, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now let us look at the 12th proverb. Curiosity killed the cat. Well, this proverb is often used to stop someone from asking too many questions. Curiosity, when you are excited and eager to know something, is what curiosity means, can lead you into dangerous situations. Cats who are naturally curious often end up in trouble. They get stuck up in trees or between walls. So curiosity killed the cats. Alright. Now the 13th proverb is learn to walk before you run. So do things in the right order, from simple to more complicated. For example, do not try to read a difficult English novel when you are just learning to, when you're just starting to learn English. If you try to jump ahead, you will most likely fail. Just like a child who tries to run before learning to walk will fall. So all things will come in time, but you must be patient and go through the proper process. So learn to walk before you run. Alright, now the 14th proverb is Money doesn't grow on trees. I think you might have heard of it a lot. Things that grow on trees such as fruit or leaves are considered plentiful. That is plenty, okay? Because they will grow back. If you eat an apple from a tree, more apples will continue to grow. But money must be earned through hard work and doesn't grow back, all right, after you spend it. So once you spend money, it's gone. This proverb is often said to people who waste their money on silly purchases. So don't waste money on silly purchases. Money doesn't grow on trees. Now let us look at the 15th one. My hands are tied. Well, this proverb is something that you would like to do something, but you are not allowed to do. For instance, this phrase should not be taken literally, actually. You say this proverb when you can't do what you would like to do. For example, say you are in charge of an office and everyone, including you, wants to celebrate someone's birthday, but your boss tells you it's against the rules. All right, you could tell your coworker, sorry, my hands are tied. You would like to have a birthday celebration with them, but you can't. All right, so my hands are tied. Now the 16th proverb is, it's the tip of the iceberg. Well, only a small amount of an iceberg can be seen above the surface of the water. Most of it lies below. This proverb uses the iceberg to describe a situation where you are only beginning to understand the problem. The little signs that you can see are in fact part of a much larger problem. So it's the tip of the iceberg. Now the 17th proverb, no news is good news. Well, no information about a situation such as that nothing bad has happened. This phrase is said by families waiting nervously for news of a father or son who has gone to war. To receive news would mean hearing that your loved one has been killed, captured, or hurt. Even though it's difficult to know nothing about what's happening, all right, it's still better than hearing bad news. So no news is good news. Now this 18th one, out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. If you can see something every day, your mind will think about it. This proverb is about the habit of forgetting things that are not nearby. For example, if you want to stop eating chips and junk food, you could move them from the countertop and hide them in a cupboard. If you don't see them, you won't think to eat them. Out of sight, out of mind. Alright? Now let us look at the 19th one. If you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Well, this proverb simply means that if you help me, I'll help you too. Usually when you do a favor for someone, they do something for you in return. And this can be beneficial or helpful to both people. So if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Now let us look at the 20th proverb of this video. Ignorance is bliss. Well, yeah, you heard it right. Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is when you don't know or unaware of something. Bliss is pure joy and happiness. So sometimes it feels better and you are more comfortable when you don't know about certain things. For example, if someone who is afraid of spiders doesn't know there is one living under the bed. So ignorance would be bliss as long as the person is unaware that the spider is there. So ignorance is bliss. The 21st proverb is easy come, easy go. Money, fame, love, or anything that happens easily can be lost just as quickly. If you get a lot of money or suddenly become famous, you could lose that money or fame very quickly, since you didn't work hard on it. So easy come, easy go. Alright? Now the 22nd proverb, the forbidden fruit is always the sweetest. Here forbidden means it is not allowed. So this phrase means that if something is not allowed, you often want it the most. Okay? It will taste the sweetest. For example, you are a kid whose parents don't let you to drink soda. You go to a friend's house and her parents ask if you want a soda. Alright? You say yes and really enjoy that, and you really enjoy that. Okay? Soda, because you never get to drink soda at home. So the forbidden fruit is always the sweetest. Now look at the 23rd proverb. Every cloud has a silver lining. Now here cloud means a bad situation. Alright? People say this when things are going badly or when someone is sad. Here clouds stand for bad situations. As I said earlier, every bad situation has some good parts to it. You just have to look for them. So the proverb is meant to help people feel better and keep going. So every cloud has a silver lining. Now the 24th proverb, you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs. So sometimes to get things done, you have to be pushing or break a few rules. You may have to insult some people. An omelette is a tasty dish and worth the effort to make. However, you must break some eggs to make it. So if you want to get a worthwhile project done or make changes, you can't please everyone. Someone might be offended or hurt, so you have to decide if the price is worth it. Alright? So you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs. Now the 25th proverb, closed but no cigar. In the old days, fairgrounds would give cigars as prizes for games. The phrase closed but no cigar means that you were close to succeeding in the game, but you didn't win the cigar. As a proverb, it means that even though you did your best or almost had it right, you weren't completely correct. So closed but no cigar. It means that you were not completely correct. So having said this, we have completed all the 25 most useful English proverbs. English has many proverbs, and these are just the tip of the iceberg. Start with these most useful English proverbs and sayings, and you'll sound like a native speaker in no time. Before I let you go, please do subscribe, hit the like button if you like the video, and share this video with your friends, families, and other people as much as you can. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye for now.